that she apparently, bro, Harry Mack's on No Jumper. What? Hold up. What?
Fuck that shit, I don't want no pig. Nigga, I don't want your bitch. Pull up in an old 96. Big body, no 4-wheel. Shit with the lift up kid.
To break down right there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what order we should go in. Like, what were like the first ones? Like, I don't know if we should go Ellen or if we should go like rapping in front of Lil Wayne or whatever.
Yeah, Lil Wayne. I never got to rap for Lil Wayne.
Oh, it wasn't Lil Wayne? Who was it?
There's a conspiracy video that says that I rap for Lil Wayne.
I think that was just buried in my head because I saw that title. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's a video that says Harry Mack is a fraud and it claims that all my freestyles are written.
Okay.
But it's a parody video, so he shows me with Kendrick and it says...
Well, you're currently talking to somebody who spent like 5 minutes of their life watching that video before I scrolled down to the comments and realized it wasn't real. And because for a moment, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to ask him about all this shit.
This is the man who blew my channel up. Harry Mack got me a video on my channel for like 24,000 views, bro. I love Harry Mack.
Yes, dude. I can't wait to clear the air. Please,
I'm
man.
like, you're cheating, dude. You're fucking reading lyrics off the screen. What the fuck?
I was saying, I don't think I have enough
saved my
controversy to come on
controller,
No Jumper, man, but maybe I do. Maybe I do. No, so, yeah, the first thing that happened, I got an email. So the video was going viral. I'm completely new to this whole world. I can't believe it's happening.
How is that guy a
I have
dad
no
now?
management or anything. I mean,
Adam?
it's just me, like, with my little
How is
pages or
Adam
whatever,
a dad?
and everything's getting flooded. And then there was this email that was, luckily it was like all caps in the subject because there were so many random fucking emails coming in. And it was just like freestyle on Power 106. You know, and so of course I knew Power 106 just from living in LA and knowing the radio and shit. And so it was from Edgar Preciado, who worked at Power at the time, and he was like, "Yo, do you want to come on and do a freestyle on the show?" You know, and so I was like, "Hell yeah!" And so I went down there, and they were just gonna do like a little feature on me or whatever for their YouTube channel. They just, asked me a few
I know what
questions,
you're talking about.
and
Yeah,
it was a little interview
that is
thing.
crazy.
And then we did this like walkthrough acapella, like walk
I
through the
couldn't do
office,
adult
got in the
content. I
elevator,
don't
I'm
know.
freestyling about whatever I can see as we walk by, go down to the street, and I'm rapping on the way to the cafe. We like ordered food. It was just this one take kind of roaming freestyle.
Right.
And so we did that, and I thought that was going to be the end of the day. And then we went back up to the station, and they were like, "Yo, we got to introduce you to E-Man. Like, he's the program coordinator here." So, going to his office, and he's like, "Yo, Harry Mack, you killed that, man. We want to invite you to be on the lineup for our Powerhouse 2017 festival," which
put
like Lil Wayne and Big Sean were headlining the festival.
Right.
And so
He knew
I was
he had
like,
to,
holy
man.
at that point, I'm like, this is the best day of my life so far. Got to be on the radio. Now
Plus,
I'm getting
Lena
added
seemed
to this
cool.
festival. I mean, granted, I was like the smallest name at the very bottom, 10-minute slot. But like, I went from just making these couple YouTube videos to being on that lineup, which was crazy. And so I thought the day was going to end there. And then as I'm walking out of the studio, they're like, "Oh, yeah, one other thing. And like stopped me literally halfway out the door. He's like, "I just thought of this, bro. Like, are you a Joey Badass fan?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I fuck with Joey Badass a lot."
Joey
Like,
Badass
cool.
is
Well, he's
cold.
here right now, like doing promo for his album that's about to come out. Like, we haven't asked him yet, but if he's down, would you want to do a freestyle for him?
Right.
I was like, yeah, let's do it, And so they like put me in this little side room with speakers. I can hear like his interview happening and shit. I'm getting like super nervous, sitting there waiting, like, for a lot of reasons. Because one, it would be, it's kind of like my first big look rapping for somebody like that, and then.
Yeah.
Also, you never know if people are going to want that to happen in the first place, or if it's going to be weird, or what the situation is. But it ended up being super dope, man. I got called into the room. Joey threw out words, and I did a freestyle in front of him. And,
So many water
and
bottles?
He was loving it and gave props at the end, and they posted that video to their YouTube, and it went crazy.
1, 2.
Do you ever get nervous? Like, I was thinking about it on the Venice thing, and then thinking about the fucking Joey Badass
God
thing. Like,
damn.
Are these like nerve-wracking?
I think that's
experiences?
just
I'm sure
water
now
bottles
you
for
don't
them to
feel
drink,
nervous, but like
to grab
that
from
Venice
whenever
shit,
they
was that
finish one.
initially like very nerve-wracking.
Hell yeah. Yeah. It was scary. It's just scary to go out there and you're so exposed.
They got a joint on the table.
And you're just going up to strangers, like,
Yeah.
asking to do this thing, and everybody thinks you're gonna suck, like 100%. I would think the same thing, and but that's kind of the fun of the game,
This nigga Harry Mack is different. I'm not gonna cap. This dude can rap about anything. It like one time on a video I had compared him to Juice WRLD or some shit like that. Boy, niggas in my Oh my god, I was like, him and Juice will go crazy, bro. These niggas freestyle that. I just said something like that, not even comparing them really. They got on my ass, boy. Don't get on them. Don't fuck with them old heads and them Harry Mack fans, bro. For real.
Always overcoming that and then swaying people, you know, turning skeptics to believers. That's
They
kinda the whole
probably
thing.
have never read any of those
I was
books.
definitely scared to go in there and rap for Joey too. 'Cause it
Any
just
of
came out
those
nowhere.
books.
Like I didn't show up that day expecting that to happen.
Yeah, because I mean, is your brain like imagining worst case scenario? Like worst case scenario, I think would probably be like him laughing at you and just
Yeah.
like basically making a joke out of you.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, or just like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, why is he crashing my interview? That was kind of my biggest concern, was that it just wouldn't be welcome. You know,
Yeah.
he's on there to do promo.
Yeah.
So and then in comes this random dude he's never heard of.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, this guy's gonna do a performance for you. You know, it could have been weird, but shout out to Joey, man, because he was super cool.
Right.
They showed him a bit of the video before I came in there. and he was
Sometimes
like,
it's a
"Fuck
good
yeah, Boogie
song."
Man, let's do it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't really
Yeah,
spam Juice WRLD
have you
music
ever
like
had
that
any,
no
really
more.
Traumatizing, terrible experiences where people react to you in like a really like disgusted or notable way.
I used to play that shit non-stop in
Damn,
my
that's a
ear,
good
boy.
question. I mean, usually, not really. Not after I've started rapping.
You never had a dude try to beat your ass?
No.
Okay.
No, luckily not. Not yet.
That'll be awkward, right?
Yeah.
Or like a girl, just like girls probably think you're trying to hit on them all the time, right?
Definitely. I mean, everybody thinks I'm trying to sell them something. You know, I've had to try to work on the approach to make it less salesy. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, like if you walk up to people with a certain energy, it's like, hey, how you doing today? You know, they're gonna be like, oh no.
Oh no, I'm cool.
You
I'm
know,
cool, I'm cool.
so it has to be kind of like, yo, can I freestyle for you or whatever.
As long as they feel like you're not trying to get them to join the
He
Mormon
do
church,
sound like a salesman.
Exactly.
you should be all right. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a general guideline.
Okay, so then what about the Ellen shows? That comes soon after?
Yeah, the next thing that came after the Joey thing was the Kendrick Lamar thing.
Oh,
then-
okay,
then-
yeah.
That shit's fire,
So the Kendrick
bro.
thing was crazy.
He got to rap for
When I was
Kendrick.
on there that first day, you know, in my interview, I think they asked like, "Who are you, fucking with right now?"
Okay.
And I'd say Kendrick is my favorite of like the,
In like 2017?
yeah,
Safe bet.
yeah. So they remembered that, and what I didn't realize at the time was like they as much as I appreciated being able to go on the show and have that opportunity to be seen next to Joey, that video was like one of the biggest videos on their channel, like at that time.
Right.
And so they were really appreciative of kind of like the viral content, you know? So they remembered that I had mentioned Kendrick. And so then when Kendrick eventually came on the show to do promo, they hit me up. And it was crazy. I was supposed to go on the station for something else. We were going to promote this festival that I was a part of. And then I got a text that was canceled. And then I immediately got a call from the station, and I answered, and I was like, what's up? And they're like, yo, you were supposed to come on to do this promo thing. It got canceled because Kendrick's coming on. And I thought they were just like alerting me to like listen in or something. I was like, oh, dope. All right, I'll be sure to check it out. They're like, nah, man, we want you to come by and do the same thing you did with Joey, but for Kendrick.
Right.
And I was like,
Bro, that's
mad
fire.
terrified, like I'm not ready to do that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't feel like I was ready to meet him. Like he's like, I'm such a fan.
Right.
But of course, like I'm not gonna say no. So I said, yeah, let's do it. They were like, be here in an hour, and just drove down to the station. Went in there, super nervous. You could tell on the video that one.
25K points up, nigga, you
when I
rich.
walk in.
What was your observation of him? Do you get a
was
chance to talk to
sad,
him and
man.
stuff, or like what was the vibe like?
Yeah.
Nigga scared to
I mean,
lose
I
money
didn't
out
get
here.
a long opportunity to like really build with him or anything like that. But he was super cool, man. I mean, he was like doodling on a piece of paper that was there like most of the time. Yeah. He just seemed to be very like in an art space. You know what I mean? Like a creative kind of like space.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we want to thank you so much for getting us to 100,000 subscribers right here on the Clips.
What does Kendrick Lamar do whenever he's just like NPCing around?